Let me tell you something wild about conception and how absolutely random choosing a father can be when there is already a connection with the soul. Back in 2006, my life was in transition. My grandmother had just died. She was almost 100, and I had returned from the Netherlands. And when I returned to the Big Island, to Hawaii, I had this strong urge. It is time to move. It was like this inner voice. It said, it's time to move to Kauai. And this is kind of how I roll. I have these strong urges and then things just shift and move. And I arrived on December 8, 2006. And that first night, I treated myself to a nice dinner. And as I was sipping wine, I asked myself, so what am I going to do on this island? And instantly a voice dropped into my consciousness and it said, this is where you're going to have children. And I was like, oh. I was 37 at that time. I laughed and I was amused. And I mused about the idea of, okay, with that comes a father who could be a good father. So I did the most nonchalant thing ever. I scanned fathers in the restaurant. Potential fathers. I was looking at the waiter. I was looking at the person sitting next to me. I was looking at the couple, everyone in the restaurant. And then I was looking at the musician. There was a guy singing, playing guitar. It was not like, there was no like romantic attraction or whatsoever. It was more just like this musing of what is a good father. I was not doing it from attraction or desire, just some curiosity. So I looked at the musician. I was just thinking, oh, he could be a good father. Not like he's cute or I want him. It was just father energy, like the soul was actually placing a bookmark. And we didn't talk or meet or anything, but 3 months later I met him, just randomly at a bulletin board. And exactly 1 year from the day I came to Kauai on December 8, 2007, I conceived with him. It was a very conscious conception. We both felt her enter. It was really precise. I could feel her enter through my central channel. And we had totally agreed on it. We had consciously chosen. Even though we immediately knew that we were not going to stay together forever. But it was just about fatherhood. So sometimes, or actually really often, a soul has already a connection to the mother before a father moves into the picture. So the father can be sometimes chosen in the most unromantic, random, accidental ways. But the soul already knows who they're coming through and when. We think that we are choosing, but in fact, it really is the soul choosing. And the more conscious you can let this process happen, the better the connection with the soul will be, and the easier the whole process, the more conscious the conception, the more conscious the whole pregnancy, and the more conscious the birth, and the easier the connection to this child is when it grows up. So it is really the soul that places the father exactly where it should be. She didn't come through planning, she came through destiny.